Hey saplings, Entriage here, back for another episode on the VenomCraft server. So I watched one of Shroomy's videos, and it seems like he's given me some potions. So we're going to grab these quickly before we start. Instant health, invisibility, ooh, and fire resistance. We're going to go and put these and these leftovers from the Wither boss. We're going to go in ahead and put these in potion supplies. Instant health, and these regeneration, invisibility. Yeah, there we go. That's all sorted. So today is going to be a bit of a rant video. And also, in case you didn't know, we are now running in the week 1238A thing snapshot, which means we've got bats and witches, which is something exciting, the new mob, but it doesn't really spawn yet. The bats do, but I haven't seen any around here yet. There might, if I go down here, could be some down here, but I doubt it, because I don't think they spawn in lit up areas. If anyone knows coding and all that, let me, the coding of Minecraft, I think where it pushes the sand / gravel up. No idea what that is. Whoa. Info on it. Okay. Yeah, so today's gonna be a bit of a rant. I recently made a, like, pause. The colours type thing. Yeah, so today's gonna be a bit of a rant. So I recently made a Reddit account, just today. And, oh, how did that get there? And I forgot my axe. Yeah, so I made a Reddit account hoping, because as you all know, I am a ent, as in a not, as in a tree person, or someone who was born human but was meant to be a tree type thing, you know, tree born in a human body, or a reincarnation of a tree type thing. Yeah, but that's my general understanding of what I am. And there's one thing I've noticed is that Reddit kind of believes, okay, that didn't turn out how I wanted it because of the new log placing. It should be kind of toggleable, if you know what I mean. I want to place one there, and I need to destroy that one, so we'll go back down there. But to be honest, that's not what Reddit thinks an ent is. So this is a bit of a rant, okay. Firstly, I'd like to say that a tree is something like a oak, or a willow, or something along those lines. You get what I'm saying here? It's not a plant, it is a tree. But yeah, as I was saying, Reddit thinks otherwise. Reddit seems to have this idea that an ent is someone who smokes cannabis or weed or marijuana, and that really annoys me because that's not at all what an ent is. Cannabis or weed is more representative towards what a flower is, not a tree. So technically speaking, cannabis or weed comes more under the ent-wive section. It's not really... Oh, that was a stupid move. It's not a... It's not a tree. It's a flower. I'm hoping I can include some pictures to get an understanding of this, because really an ent is a tree, not a flower. I hope... see, now I just sound like I'm repeating what I'm saying, and that's not what I want it to sound like. So, yeah. Okay, so first off... yeah, so a flower is more on the lines of what an entwife looks after, not an ent. But see, entwife, the entwife subreddit on Reddit, yeah, that does detail what a entwife actually looks after, what their natural selection role is to look after, which is in fact the flowers, not ents. An ent has nothing to do with flowers. An ent is someone who is a tree or tree form who has a strong binding connection to that of a tree. Yeah, see, it really does sound like I'm just repeating myself constantly here. So my rant is completely going off topic. But still, some of you may understand where I'm coming from with this, and understand that what I'm saying about ents is actually correct. I should not have broken that, but I'm going to go up here and that. There. Okay? So, yeah, I want to know what my viewers' view on this is. If you have a view, or if you're just going to choose to not have a view, mainly because you don't want to upset anyone, or you're just legitimately not a smoker. It doesn't bother me either way. If you're not a smoker, that's your own personal choice. But neither am I. I mean, I'm honest. I'll be honest. I used to smoke marijuana, but not anymore. And it was long... yeah, it was actually after I stopped smoking marijuana that I discovered my life purpose as an ent. So I hope you can see my bit of a dilemma here. It is just, what am I doing in a society that literally thinks ents marijuana / weed smokers? I don't want to be discriminative towards them. I need to get up here. I'll shoot one there. Mainly because I don't disagree with their lifestyle. I mean, it is entirely their choice to smoke or do other things. And it's not my job to change them or tell them otherwise. I mean, they've got every right to, if it's legal within their country, state, or whatever. But calling themselves something that they are not, that is against enthood. Technically, the way I told Shroomy about earlier is that they're not ents, they're really just men in female bodies. They don't pursue any of the ideals that an ent or ent wife would have even. I mean, most ent wives, they prefer to stick with things like wheat, corn. I've never heard of an ent wife who was overly associated with things like cannabis. But I have been proven wrong before, and I will admit that even I make mistakes. I just have a quarrel with their ideals of what an ent is. I need to take out quite a few of these, it seems. Oh, layers. Why do they have to be so bad for me? And we're going to take out these two. And we'll hook them up with those ones. Alright. So now we're just going to lay out our half slabs. Okay, so a real ent in real life terms, I put that in the wrong spot, so we're going to put that there. How about 10? They're a good addition. Whoa, yeah. And I really don't understand why they're calling themselves Ents when it's obvious that they are not Ents, but more on the lines of a drug user. I'm not going to say abuser because I don't think they're really abusing it. I think really it's their own personal choice to use or do drugs. It's not within my lifestyle. I don't disagree with their choices in life. I just disagree with the fact that they're calling themselves Ents, which is completely nondescript and really against the Enthood way. I mean, they don't... The only trees that they look at as... Well, the only thing that they call a tree is weed, which is completely wrong and kind of discriminative towards other trees. I mean, it's a fact. Weed is a flower, not... Well, it's really the preformed version of a flower because it's not really a flower yet. I'm going to put a window here as well. Just because I like that little inward facing bit. We're going to have a window there, and we're going to have these. If I can place one there, and I want it facing up, just because it gives that little bit of definition change. Yeah, so I don't understand why they're calling themselves Ents. It's completely against Entdom or Enthood, the Ent. I mean, if any of my viewers out here know an actual subreddit for actual Ents and not these things trying to tell the world they're Ents when they're clearly not Ents, just, well, drug users. I mean, next thing they'll be saying they're Ents for doing things like heroin or speed, which is even more ridiculous because neither of those are nature drugs. They're all chemical. I'd like to get my viewers' thoughts on this. I mean, do you agree with my little rant here that maybe I should just chill out, or I don't know, do something different, because I really don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I mean, it's clear that my idealistic views as an Ent have been, well, they've been disdained and abandoned. Nobody really wants to believe in the way of the Ent anymore. It's all just like, oh, look, I smoke weed, so I'm an Ent. But no, you're not an Ent. You're just a person who likes the occasional use of drugs. That's not an Ent. An Ent's someone who believes in the way of the tree, or something like that. See, I don't even know how to explain the Enthood, and I'm an Ent. Yeah. And another thing I'd like to rage about today, and I forgot to push my timer, so I've got no idea, excuse me, is people that owe you money. I mean, I've got a couple friends who owe me, it's not a lot of money, but it would really help me out right now. And they've been, you know, refusing contact with me for well over a year about it now. Every time I bring it up, it's just like, nothing. They're not saying anything about it at all. They won't respond to me. I've even attempted re-adding them on Facebook, and nope, nothing. They just ignore it like I don't exist, which technically I don't, because I left that social group for the very reason I'm raging at the Ents for. They smoke illicit drugs. I have nothing against them using it. I just I'm against it because of my personal experiences with it, which is completely natural and right in my way of thinking. I've got every right to think like that. I'm gonna put some chests in here, maybe. Maybe even put some. Yes, I'm gonna put one here, right there. I'm gonna put a. Oh, I'll cover it up that side though, like that. Let's go get some of those, shall we? There's my pumpkin farm is here. So yeah, I just don't understand it. I used it, but I don't anymore. But to be honest, I was addicted. In Australian terms, you can get 25s or 50 bags to a pound and things like that. But I was really only smoking for the fact that it made me feel better about myself, but it was only a temporary fix. Like, oh, that's going to be placed on something permanent. That's crap. Okay, so if I put that there and then that there, does that shine through down here? Is that... Technically, that's not hidden at all, and it will shine through there, but I'm just going to break this anyway, because I'm an arsehole. Can I break that? Oh. Yeah, I'll break that one, just so I can do this, but we'll put that one there, and we need that. I think it goes there. Yeah, that looks right. Alright, we'll choose some other places to put these in. Oh, it's been a whole Minecraft day and night. Oh, that is unfortunate. There we go. And we're actually going to place this one directly... Oh, where? There? That way. That means I can get rid of this torch. And maybe... No, but I wanted to put one here. Oh, excellent. I can do that. And that. And I can probably get this log back. Nope. But I can take that one out and put that there. There's another one. And let's put one here, just for keeping up the side's sake. Oh, look, even better. Oh, not really. Because I want it to be there, so... Where we got this? Oh, no, that's wrong placement. It kind of pisses me off. The main thing that I want to get through with this is it's pissing me off because... Oh, I did actually want that there, okay. That was a fail on my half. We'll put this one there and that one there. There we go, that looks better. I'm not really caring about the ones that drop because I can easily just farm more, which is really not that hard. Okay, so if I take out this torch and this torch and this torch, and I'm probably going to make this one. Yep. If I push Shift F3, as long as nothing's under 8, and I'm going to stand the furthest I can. Oh, that's an 8. Right, that's safe, as long as nothing's a 7. Yeah, that looks good, that looks good. Nice and safe through here, and you get this nice little ocean view. Once the official 1.4 comes out, I'll be able to use the Faithful texture pack and edit these so they're clear glass instead of having the glass it is now, which I'm hoping 1.4 comes out pretty soon. Well, yeah, so now I've actually finally got this little part here done. It's looking good. So next thing is I'm probably going to put some kind of pictures outside this one on the wall of the tree, just so you have a view. Yeah, actually I'm not really liking that placement anymore, just for the fact that you'll never see anything from it. So we'll put that there. So yeah, guys, if you have any thoughts on what I should do about the lack of true entism, or how I can approach these old friends of mine so I can get the money that they owe me. If you got any helpful ideas or anything, let me know in the comments. This has been Entriage. Thanks for watching this episode. Signing out. Bye.